Hello everyone, welcome to Jawad 𝘁𝗵𝗹 Productions. In this Adobe InDesign tutorial, I will teach you everything about text wrapping around the graphics or image. Let's get started. What is text wrapping? Text wrapping is a feature in InDesign that allows you to flow the text around the objects on the page. This can be useful for creating variety of effects such as wrapping text around the images, shapes, or other text frames. How to use text wrapping? I have created this InDesign document. I had already filled this whole text frame. I want to lock this text frame to avoid dislocating it. Shortcut key is Ctrl+L. Now, I want to import the image into the document. See, image had been added to the page, but the text is not affected at all. No matter how much I move this image anywhere around this page, the text remains same. Now, I want to apply text wrapping on this image. To access text wrapping, go to Window menu and choose Text Wrap. Shortcut key is Ctrl+Alt+W. Text Wrap panel will open up on your interface. In this panel, you will be able to see lot of options. I will explain you each of them one by one. The first option is No Text Wrap. This does not wrap the text around the object. As you can see, I had already selected this image. And this button is already on by default. This means text won't wrap itself to this image. But it can be changed if I choose other wrap option. Next option is Wrap around the bounding box. This wraps around the rectangle formed by object's height and width. Below this, we have these four inputs: top, bottom, left, and right. These are the gaps that you want to add between object and text. These four inputs are the offset values. Currently, it is set to 0 pixels. Now, specify the values for the text wrap. Positive values move the text away from the image, and negative values move the text closer to the image. See how the text moved away from the image. These values are linked together. So, if I change one value, the other input values will follow up. However, if you only want to change text distance from the left, then click on this change button. Then increase the left input value. You see, only the left side text is affected, and other sides remain unchanged. You can even change the top, bottom, and right values separately. Each one will be affected according to your command. Below this, you will see this option, Wrap Options. In Wrap to drop-down menu, you will get the options to decide where do you want to put the text. If you choose right, the text will shift towards right, no matter how much you bring the image closer to the margins. Same goes for left. The text will keep shifting left as you drag the image to the left. Both right and left sides will bring your text on both sides. Now, for these two options, towards the spine and away from the spine. These two functions are only applicable when facing pages is enabled. Make sure your document has facing pages enabled. To turn on facing pages, go to File, Document Setup. Shortcut key is Ctrl+Alt+P. Let's enable facing pages by checking this box. Let's create two new pages. Go to Layout, Pages, and then choose Insert Pages. I'm going to write here 2 pages. As you can see, 2 pages had been created. The middle section or the black line between 2 images is called spine. When you have 2 pages side by side, you will always have this spine between them. This is the advantage of using facing pages. If you want to learn more about facing pages, the tutorial link is in the description. Let's fill both of these pages with single text frame. I'm going to fill this with placeholder text. I'm going to apply the same paragraph styles. I want to put this image in the middle. Now, let's choose towards the spine. So, whatever lies on the top of this image goes to next page. But the text crosses beyond this image towards the spine. If I drag this image towards left, the text will disappear. Now, let's choose away from spine. it will do the opposite of what I did before. The text will try not to touch the spine no matter what. It will stay away from the spine. Now, let's choose largest area. If I drag this image towards left, the left side is still small area compared to large area at the right. Let's drag this image all the way to right. Now, the right side has the smallest area and the left side has the largest area. That's why the text shifted to the right. So overall, the text will move wherever it will see the largest area around the page. Next option is wrap around the object shape. This option wraps the text around the object shape, including any strokes, fills, and indentation. Now, this is different from last text wrap option. We have same options like before, these 4 inputs and wrap options. But see this new thing over here, counter options. This option has drop-down menu, where you will find these options. The bounding box option wraps the text around the rectangle formed by object's height and width. This works same like previous option. Let's keep the value to 15 pixels. See, this border around the image. This is the bounding box gap. Next option, detect edges. Detect edges wraps the text around the actual shape of the object. This is same as the bounding box option, but the only difference is that it has only one input for adding the gaps. In bounding box, we had all 4 inputs. We can add different values to each input, but this does not apply here. It has only one input. The same gap value is higher than the bounding box gap. Detect edges has curved corners, while the bounding box option has sharp corners. Next option is alpha channel. This is the best part about the text wrapping, as it adds an appeal to the typography. This can be useful for wrapping the text around the image with irregular edges. It follows the gaps from the image edges. You can increase and decrease the gap the way you want. Next, Photoshop path and user modified path are grayed out. It's not much of a big deal. I also don't know what graphic frames and same as clipping does. If any one of you know about them, please let me know in the comment section below. Now, I want to highlight one important part. Let's put this image on other side. I want to draw a circle over this text and then apply text wrap around the object effect. Let's increase the gap up until here. Now, there is a big difference. When I click on this image, we get the counter options. And when I click on this vector graphic circle, counter option is not available at all. So, keep in mind, this counter option works only on raster images, especially transparent images. If you want to learn difference between raster and vector graphics, then I've added the tutorial link in the description. Next option, jump object. This creates a text wrap that jumps over the image so that the text does not appear on top of this image. This also applies to graphic objects, tables, and shapes. Next option, jump to next column. This does the same job like before, but it will instead shift and continue the text to next page. Last but not the least, invert option. This will do opposite of all these text wrap effects. For bounding box, the text will follow inside the bounding box and then continue after where it ends. For wrap around the object shape, as you increase the input value, the text will come closer to the object. As you decrease this input value, the text will move away from the object. Same goes for jump over the object and jump to next column. After learning all this, you would be able to design elegant and sophisticated text wrap effects for your documents. I hope this tutorial helped you learn everything about text wrap options in Adobe InDesign. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I will reply you as soon as possible. You can email me at 𝘊𝐶𝘂𝗋𝗋1988@gmail.com. Follow my Facebook page over here, Jawad 𝘊𝗵𝘁 Productions. Follow my Instagram page over here, Jawad 𝘊𝗵 Studios. If you want to see more tutorials like this, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed this tutorial, smash that like button and share this video with your friends. If you never want to miss any updates, click that notification bell icon. Now, I will see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye and take care.